Okay, I've got a question about Robert Blake. Now, there were charges, I guess, that he had murdered his wife, but then he had gotten off. And so the question is, what actually happened with that? I'm going to try using my Lenormand and see if we can get some answers with it. If they don't work, I'll try the tarot, but let's see what we have. Okay, it's about their marriage, okay, marriage. Fireworks. So that's not looking good, is it? They had fireworks in their marriage, shedding light on it. The doorway, so the challenge is the doorway. Where did it lead to? Okay. Now I have to think how that fits in. Maybe they had differences of opinion when it came to religiosity, etc. Or it could be that also there's a bit of the tower there, but we'll pull the other cards and see what comes out with it. So going into it, we have the marriage, star. Higher things about the marriage could be narcissist, and could have been some jealousies going on, because also, you know, the star is my thing for the narcissistic type of persona. And since we have the friends there, kind of looking back in this other direction, looking over the shoulder and stuff, could be jealousies that were going on there, perhaps some infidelities or things happening. When it comes to fireworks, a lot of fireworks, and this is something that was being struggled with. Oh, we have almost feeling like being strangled, okay? But let's see what's under it. The future. So struggling with stuff in the future, and again, a very volatile situation. And it looks like there were physical struggles, physicality of happening. When we have to the light, we had divergent paths, okay, where their path was separating. And under it, that's usually, for me, the lily is the long-term path that ends in an ending, okay? So they were looking at ending. There were arguments, there were fights, physicality in it. And and the bottom of it is, again, maybe these jealousies about future that led to this long-term path and ending. So the doorway was wanting to birth something new, new stories, moving away. In motion, wanting to leave. So when it comes to the church, we have the bouquet and long-term. The history of the church. So there could have been some heavy-duty ideas of religiosity, or something that was, maybe it could be the wife that she had a history of, how do I want to say it? She wanted the traditional marriage, fidelity, all of that. And perhaps there were infidelities going on. And it could be that, yeah, it looks like a situation of jealousies. And it looks like perhaps he did it, because we have, again, the future thing that came up were the fireworks, and we have just choking the life out. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that she was choked, but it just, again, that there was above it, we have the narcissist, we have the strength of this fight, we had a divergent path, parting of the ways, if you will. She was probably wanting to leave and have something better in life, okay? And this perhaps set him off, because the center of it, we have the marriage, fireworks, shedding light on it, the doorway, and it could be centered around, now with the church, I would say that it is centered around morality, one's morality, etc., that type of thing, your value system. And we had this looking over the shoulder at friends, the future thing. So I would say it has to do with perhaps jealousies and stuff. This led that path, and where it moved forward, and again, it had to do with their history. This card for me is sometime your history, or could be your ancestral things, the things you were raised to believe, etc. Could be that as well. But it looks like their history. They may have had a history of argumentativeness, and she was somebody that was more had her specific value system, okay? And it looked like she wanted to, again, get away, move away, because they had the path that was separating, divergent ways. This set him off because of being a narcissist, okay? And so it looks like he did it. At least that's what I'm getting from the Lenormand. Now, again, I don't know how she was murdered. I don't know if it was strangling, if she was shot and stabbed. I don't know what it was. But it looks like it came out of jealousy. And she was more traditional, perhaps. And so this kind of, looks like some sort of a suspicious nature, jealousies, that type of thing, and just the fireworks happened, and this got out of control, and yeah, looks like he. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you for your question, and I'll see you online. Oh my goodness. Well, after doing the reading, I went and read the thing on Blakley, Robert Blake. And it appears that, yeah, there was the jealousies. He had gotten married. Now, I was wrong in the traditional thing. Maybe he was the one that was more the traditional, because it came out that his wife was doing some online things, scamming money from men and sending them pornographic images. So indeed, this would lead to some jealousies and things going on. Now, I guess he was really loving the baby that they had together. And so it was speculated, I guess, that he wanted sole custody of this child, and that was perhaps why the murder took place. So yeah, fireworks. There were fireworks, and wanting to get away, wanting to move away from the situation, but wanting, and sometimes this happens. The children are, you have the thing with the child. Now he was really close to the child, and so perhaps that's what egged it on. So, yeah, looking back on it, this maybe he had some of these traditional history and beliefs, and the wife was doing pornographic images and scamming money from men, and that, blew him over the top. And yeah, I guess she was shot in the head after they left this restaurant. Okay, so that's what I get. So I just wanted to, now that I'm finished and I've read the thing, it's usually the woman that's got the traditional thing, but it looks more like it was him. And he did have a volatile nature. Yeah, on that note, I'm going to leave this here, but I wanted to add that to this. Thank you.